Hello and welcome to the Black Mind Podcast, episode 207. My name is Jeff. Joining me this week is Josh.
At first I was confused about Area 51, and now I think it's very funny.
I think it's really stupid,
okay.
but whatever.
I want to see it happen.
I don't want to see a fucking corpse.
So here's the two scenarios I want to happen. The first one, I want 10 people to show up, and they just don't do anything, but they be friends, and that's fine. The other scenario, I want this to actually happen, and I just want them all to drop dead. just to drop dead, because that's totally gonna happen. Like, it's like, no, they can't stop all of us. I'm like, you're just gonna be shot, point blank, no remorse.
That's a bad thing, though.
Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
Greatness?
Oh God! Like,
I'm playing auto chess right now. This week, also, we're joined by Allan, who
kind of fucked you guys a little.
Yeah,
bit.
You did.
Yeah, not not too much, but good or worse.
Fuck you and getting in shape. Fuck your heart. Your heart is not important.
My body is.
Is my sarcasm coming through? Because I'm kind of a little annoyed.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a little sarcasm and annoyment.
Yeah.
The same emotion. It's weird. It's almost like he's like suppressing his internal rage. So how's everyone's week been this week?
Fucking the memes. Oh my God, it's great.
Yeah.
Time Traveler Rise from 2029. So do those people actually storm Area 51? You mean the Great Area 51 Massacre? Me.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh man, I'm holy shite.
It's a fun week this week. We had a lot of fun things happen. I may or may not have shanked certain individuals.
All right, what happened, Jeff?
I was playing a lot of Dota auto chess, or not auto chess, team fight tactics.
Again?
I'm a genius. I'm also playing. I also may or may not have finished the World of Light thing. And that thing ends in like the most bullshit thing ever, because you finish the top world and then they're like, oh, the dark world took over. And it's like, no, you just cheated me out of DLC, you fucks. How dare you, you fucking pieces of shit. This story mode is terrible, it's garbage, and nobody should play it. But the gameplay's great. It
sounds like a personal contradiction.
It is. But don't judge me, because I'm right. You know I'm right.
Just a little judging.
Only a little.
You guys are...
Just a smidge. Just not a lot.
I also played a lot of Dota. Not teamfight tactics, let me rephrase that. I've been playing more Risk of Rain 2, which I bought over the weekend. And that game is really good.
I can believe that entirely.
That game is basically what you would want Risk of Rain 2 to be. And that's not me saying that it's bad, that's me saying it's really good. Because they don't do stupid things. And what I mean by they don't do stupid things, they really don't do stupid things. What they do is they took Risk of Rain 1 and made Risk of Rain 2, and that's basically a perfect carbon copy of Risk of Rain 1.
Okay.
Sorry. Risk of
But 3D.
Rain or Risk of Wayne?
Rain.
Okay. Because you're saying Wayne a couple times.
I'm slightly tired. I'm guessing I've been sick lately.
Ah.
Yeah, it's really good. People should play it. It's fun. The other thing I'm going to say is that Gears of War, it's for what it is. It's like basically a perfect copy of the original.
Right.
Yeah, and if you want that, it's really good.
Oh, that sounds good. I mean, it's in 3D, isn't it?
It's in 3D.
Because I know I've heard you guys talking about it, or at least hear you guys be playing it, and it just kind of sounds the same as it was before.
Yeah, it does, but it's 3D.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would say, how's the level layouts, anyways?
Exactly the same, not procedurally generated, which is a downside, but okay.
Huh. So they're always the same layouts?
Basically. It feels like it.
Huh. That's interesting.
It's necessary for the game.
I guess so.
And
oh,
yeah, you should play it.
I should, but I need to get money first and pay for my dentistry.
Yeah, dentistry's important. I got benefits recently for my dentistry.
I'm going to get benefits that I'd be paying for, so it's bound to happen. I just gotta wait for that to kick in.
Yeah, I'm just like slightly tired lately with like kind of what's been happening to my jaw, my lower jaw. Because like I'll like go like I bought a water pick recently because I'm like, oh, flossing is important. I should buy a water pick. And I've been like water picking it up, and it's like, oh, like my jaw yesterday like was like fucking searing with pain, and then I do it today, and I'm like, oh, my teeth now are a lot. What the fuck? Like that's basically been like what I've been going through. It's like, huh? It feels like my jaw is like realigning. Weird.
For me, it's like my fucking one of my molars start getting pressure sensitivity, and I'm like, well, that's not good. So I had to get that fixed, and then when I went to the doctor to get that fixed, or the dentist, they're like, you have like several $100, like you have several problems wrong with your face, and I'm like, yeah. Chalk it all up, I guess, and I'll eventually come back here with when I have money.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dentist said then they're just like, oh, are you going to fix your face soon? I'm like, yes. Because the last time I came in, I was like, I want to be better. I want to be better. Like I used the word, I want to be better. And they were like, oh, well, buy this and this and this. But don't buy this. And I was like, okay. And that was kind of like the last time I went to the dentist. And then like I haven't gone since. Because I'm a smart person.
Yep.
And it's almost like I got taken off of somebody's benefits. So I was like, well, I'm fucking poor. I can't afford this, so fuck off.
Yep.
Not realizing that work gave me benefits.
Yep.
Well, works
Surprise.
give you benefits depending on the workplace / what your position is. Because tell you right now, even though you're part-time and you stay there for like a long ass time, they're still not giving you benefits. Because they're like, fuck you. What? You've been here for how long? No, still fuck you. It's like,
I get back when I started working road construction. I didn't get benefits until I was 3 months in. And then over the first winter, I lost those benefits. I started back at work. I got them back, and then that following winter, I had benefits over the winter, even though I wasn't working, which is really nice. I like that about my company. It's really good. However,
right?
Some companies are like, this is the thing that comes with companies that don't have unions or haven't experienced any sort of don't actually have any experience with like larger staffs or more necessary staff styles, is that they won't go for benefits as often, or they won't push for them because they won't be considered necessary.
They pushed me to get benefits, and then I just never followed up.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Hey, you really should get an RSP," and then I did. I'm like, "Oh, this RSP's my only savings account other than my actual savings account. Huh? How about that?"
I have more than just $1,000 in my account. Whoa, I'm rich.
Yeah. Speaking of Jeff's tax or RSP, I got some good news. My portfolio. Oh boy, AMD benchmarks came out, boys. Let me tell you about them.
Oh?
They're very good.
Well, we knew this was going to happen.
Well,
but
we didn't know how good they were going to be. We knew they were going to be good, but we didn't know how good they were going to be. Well, a few things we'll talk about very quickly, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing we're going to talk about is 3600X, the 3600K.
Okay.
3600K is basically the only CPU you should buy if you're only doing gaming.
That is fair.
This is according to Gamers Nexus. The 3900X is a really good CPU you should buy if you're doing workloads, multi-threaded workloads and stuff like that, like streaming.
Yeah.
Because it looks like as if it's going to be really good at semi-threaded performance and multi-threaded tasking. So basically it's Threadripper without the word Threadripper attached to it. They really should have just called it AMD Ryzen Threadripper. Okay?
Okay.
Then we have the upgraded, and I say upgraded, 3700X, which is basically a better CPU than the 3600X and equivalent, and it's not as good. People are just like, it's not as good. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's like, okay. Anything else? No. Okay. The big thing, though, is that, like, now it's like, I'm actually doing some PC part picking right now, and it's like...
Do you go for it?
No. I have 2 working machines. They both work fine. I'm mainly doing this so that way then I can push Josh to do it, because I'm an asshole.
I mean, I'm probably gonna get... once I'm done with my stupid face, I'm gonna get a brand new computer.
I like how you say when you're done with your stupid face.
Because
the word stupid is true, but it's not accurate.
I feel it is.
I mean, Josh, you have a doughy face.
It's a roundish, doughy face.
Yeah, it's a
with
doughy
problems
face.
with problems with my mouth bones.
Yeah, your jawline.
My mouth stones, actually. That, I gotta put the string in between them to get all the gunk out.
Didn't you buy a water pick like I told you to?
I gotta go back to Walmart and see if they have them in stock. Freaking, I tried basically the day that you're like, yeah, you should go get that. I'm like, I should. I looked fucking everywhere, and the only place that I could get it from was Costco, and they're charging two for like $120, and my dad already has one. So I'm like, fuck. This is like kind of SOL on the stupid pick, unless I can get it from Walmart.
I have one and it's great, and I love it.
Exactly. I just hope it's not too crazy on my sensitive teeth, though.
I'm thinking that my dentist is going to be like, "You've been flossing a lot lately." I'm going to be like, "Yes, I have."
It's like, and you're like, the Joker doesn't know.
No, he's probably going to be like, "You haven't been flossing, but you've started flossing again, haven't you?" Yes, I have. Okay, that's good.
Although I have been flossing. And it's a bit of a challenge.
Flossing sucks.
Yeah. Flossing does suck.
It can be incredibly painful.
Well, for me, my first time going back to it, it wasn't that bad. The only thing that sucked though is that there's one tooth, or at least two of them. They're so pressed together, I have to just keep wedging it back and forth just so I can get it in there and floss properly. And my God, I don't know how it's so just like fucking pinching there so hard. I was like, come on, it's floss. It should go in here. And I'm like, why the fuck is it not tick? Okay, there it is.
See, I like the water pick because it's like 5 seconds and you're like, okay, that's one row done. That's one row done. Oh, I have a lot of water left. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, I should keep going.
Fuck it. It makes that noise.
Really?
It actually makes that noise. It goes, because it has a pump in it, so it goes. And you're like, oh. Yeah, I like it. It's good.
Interesting.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about games? What kind
Can
of
I?
games? Yeah.
Can I? Because
you rage about Pokemon.
I don't want to talk about Pokemon.
Can I talk about Groove Coaster? Because I've been playing that.
Go for it.
I'll allow it.
So Groove Coaster is a arcade game from Japan that they finally shoved onto computers, and I think you can play it on consoles. I haven't double checked. I should really look into that. But basically, Groove Coaster is a rhythm game, and by the name of it, it's all you're doing is following a single line, and you're tapping to the beat of whatever music that you're playing. You're playing with, and the thing about Groove Coaster is that this was an arcade game from Japan, so this thing's a little bit weird as it was meant to be played with two giant joysticks, and it has buttons on top of either one. Now the thing is, they decided to port it to the computer, that you can still play it just like you could in the arcade, but you don't have the giant novelty arcade sticks that have the two giant novelty buttons on top of either joystick. But that's fine. You don't really need the joysticks. But basically how the game is played is you have a single little dot on the screen. You're following this dot through like this coaster-like patterns of like, oh, it's doing zigzags, it's going up and down, it's going through spirals, and it's going through like 3D, like this 3D space with the music, and it's pretty rad. And you're tapping away with the rhythm of the music. And then once in a while you get like, oh, this is a blue circle. You need to press both sides to get the blue circle. You go, yeah, got it. Now you need to, there's these arrows pointing left and right, or maybe up and down. You need to correspond the joysticks to hitting that up and down, or left and right, or maybe even, I think you can do diagonals. I can't remember, but I think it's just up, down, left, right. So you're like, okay, so you got to make sure you shove the joysticks left, right, up, down to correspond with that. And then you get little patterns that are like, hey, this one is you got to smack both tops of the buttons repeatedly. So it's kind of like DDR's version of like, that the stream of you have to constantly punching the button. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. You keep tapping away over and over, and you don't want to fuck that up. So basically, it's just like variants, like basically just DDR on a single string of a coaster. And you're just going through the whole level, and you're trying to just tap out to the rhythm. As far as I know, I don't think the game has like a fail state other than like, oh, you didn't get enough points to pass, but you played the whole song, so that's cool. So I'm like, that's the rhythm games I want to play. It's like you can still play through the whole fucking thing and fail god awfully, but you still at least like it tells you like, oh, and try again next time, you do better. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I can be better.
I'd rather learn the whole thing multiple times rather than just killing me right in the middle of it. And yeah, so it's like I would suggest looking up some video, or at least looking up like music for Groove Coaster, because there's a lot of music for Groove Coaster. But a lot of it, I would say it's probably music. The music. It's hard. It's like I said, Groove Coaster is from Japan, so it's a lot of anime bullshit this, anime bullshit that. So over time, I was like, this anime is driving me nuts. However, there is also like kind of the hard, I would say hard EDM, hard, kind of like speedcore. Like there's a lot of like the weirder techno you could find in there. So it was like, okay, it's a little better. It's not driving me so fucking mental with this goddamn freaking anime music constantly. So I was like, okay, they took some time to be like, hey, not everyone likes anime music. And I'm like, thank you. For love of God, thank you. And what else? I would say, Groove Coasters are really good, like really well thought out rhythm game that's made by Taito, I think.
I think it's Taito.
Yeah, it's Taito Corp. That's what it sounds on their page.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's a really neat game, and if you ever get the chance to play in the arcades, I suggest you should, because I get the novelty of like this giant joystick and the buttons you have to slap is kind of fun. And another thing about it is that if you come into the Japanese arcades with your own headphones, you can plug it right into the headphone jack and listen to the music, which is very cool. I think that's also like another rhythm game in the arcade. It's called Q-Beat.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Q-Beat. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And it's basically like you have a giant iPad in front of you, and you're just tapping on squares with the rhythm of the music when they change colors. Which, that one's also really neat. But that they haven't ported that to freaking to the computer or anything, so haven't played that. And yeah, so far the game's good, and there's a lot of fucking music. Like I've went through the whole roster my first time playing it, just went through the whole thing just to listen to the music, and there's like, I think from the get-go, I want to say it's like 60 tracks or something. Like there's a lot.
There probably is.
Like it's pretty decent. I got it through the sale that they had going for it.
Mm-hmm.
Through what was the thing?
Well, considering this month is the summer sale.
Yeah, the summer sale.
I would certainly hope you did.
Yeah. Although I have a feeling that I should have got like the super duper Omega bundle, which is like all the fucking music.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I'm poor, so no.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about something that I'm just thinking about this right now?
Right.
Do we want to talk a little bit about Auto Chess?
Did we? I was gonna say, did we talk about it at all?
We talked about it a little bit last week.
I'm gonna say I like Auto Chess, although I have not played Dota Auto Chess.
I kind of avoid the Auto Chess game because I don't see the appeal of them.
I like it because to me it's like I want to play it's like a card game, like an odd card game to me. Because it's like, oh, these dudes show up randomly, and it's kind of like people passing packs to you constantly, trying to kind of hoping like you get the guy you need to level up over and over. Or maybe like you get lucky with the item drops that the game gives you, and it'd be like, oh, I got two spatulas. That means I can make this cool armor, and I can have an extra dude on the field, and I can have all these perks trigger.
Yeah.
Like, there's some cool stuff going on with it. The only, like, again, I haven't played the Dota version of it, or apparently there's auto chess versions for like every other MOBA. Like what's it called? What's the gods one called that Shane plays constantly?
Smite.
Yeah, Smite has their own version of the same thing, but it's more card based.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, you want these minion more. It's not minion based. It's more like, oh, you get these specialized cards, so the guy you picked has special abilities and some shit. And I'm like, I think the LOL version of it is probably a lot better. And
I haven't. That's the thing is, okay. It's not that I don't like the idea of auto chess. I just don't like games that you're supposed to be playing.
Yeah. You don't like the idea of like something else playing the game for you.
Yeah, I've never actually really enjoyed like just don't pay attention games. Like even when I play Hearts of Iron and stuff like that, they have really complicated systems that you have to pay attention to. It's a lot of micromanaging. And I like games like that. Sure, it can get overwhelming for some people. And it's not for everyone. Not exactly like the best for everyone because hey, sometimes that's just how it is. But at the same time, I find it weird that people are like kind of flocking to these auto chess games now for it just appears to be like out of fucking nowhere.
Well, it's been crazy popular in Asia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can believe that entirely.
Did I talk about the 5700? Oh, I also really like auto chess. Yeah, auto chess is great. Very good for when you're doing other things, like playing games or viewing Unity, because your Unity is really good. And then you can like focus 5 seconds on something and then do something completely different. Actually really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found the episode image for this week.
Oh, did you?
Scroll up, Josh, and start chat.
Bend over, no Nivea?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Doom developers have high hopes for multiplayer. Okay. What else have we played this week?
What did it cost you?
Oh, I started Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, you're playing that game.
Yeah.
Have fun.
It is good. I don't like the lock-on. I really don't. I think that's really stupid. I also kind of need to play it more because I'm kind of in the place where I am with Rage where I'm like, oh. It's kind of like, it's kind of good, but I need to play more of it. So, I don't know.
No, I've watched all the cutscenes to this game. I want to play it because holy shit. Like, it fucking goes from fucking like 90 to 100 apparently. And I'm like, I just want to watch this. Or just play this so badly. But at the same time, I don't expect everyone to be like, oh, hey, look, I've got this really cool thing that's going on. Or have a PS4 or I think it's out on Xbox One as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's out on everything.
Okay, yeah. I wouldn't be against getting the chance to really sit down and play it, but at the same time, I'm not super like up to play it just yet. it was like all of them were like really fun games.
Pretty much. I like, except for the DMC, Devil May Cry.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
I
think that this game is really good. I think it's really fun. I agree with Rory. It doesn't need a dodge roll.
Yeah.
What it needs is like either to, like, what it needs is the combat is just not fluid enough in the game right now. So it's like, at this point, it's like, okay, this doesn't feel like it's going in the right direction. Okay? And then when it feels like it's going in the right direction, you're like, okay, great, fantastic. And then you do it a completely different move. You're like, fuck! So, that's my issue. Can we talk about...
just a story, like you're saying?
Well, no, it's like the combat. So, like, you'll do a combo, and you'll feel like you're not supposed to do something, and then you'll, like, do, like, let's say, back circle. And the way it works is you're facing. So if you are facing towards the camera, back circle will be front circle.
Okay.
Whereas if you're facing away from the camera, it's back circle. And so it's like that little thing. It's just like, fuck, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't like that.
That's fair. At the same time, like there are like from what I've seen of the gameplay and stuff like that, it's incredibly solid. It does have apparently some really wonky controls at times.
Oh yeah.
As you just said, like depending on which camera is the way you do your back step.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I like it.
Sounds like you have to get used to it.
Yep.
It's like the camera's just gonna fuck your shit up.
Yep.
What else?
Can we talk about somebody who deserves to get shot?
Oh? Who?
Jeff Epstein.
Why? What do you know?
Because he's the guy who has the pedophile island.
Oh,
Bill Clinton went to.
What?
Yeah, you don't know about this guy?
Maybe? I don't know. Hang on. I don't. Tell me what's going on.
Okay, so Jeff Epstein is the guy who sat there and he goes, like he had relationships with Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, and he had this island that has a temple on it and clearly some underground caverns. And so he was indicted in 2009, and basically he was like found guilty on like multiple levels because apparently he did have pedophilic relations with small teenage girls.
Oh, wow.
And so they indicted him, found him guilty, and this was his charge, Allan, and you'll love this. He was allowed to leave his jail cell 12 hours a day.
Okay.
To go to work, do whatever he wanted.
Okay.
And then he was allowed to all he had to do was like show up at 7 o'clock and sit and sleep in the jail cell. So it was already not a jail. What he did.
Wow. That's pretty fucked up.
Yep.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yep.
It's that's pretty fucked up.
Yep. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, like I hope to God he's going to get indicted this time.
Hopefully.
Yeah. There's also a new trend where girls are trying to balance drinks on their breasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least there's a silver lining in life. Girls trying to balance drinks on their boobs.
Yeah, they're. That's a dead meme.
I like it.
You like
Dead
it?
meme.
I like it.
I like it, but at the same time, I don't need to see it too often.
What? Girls bouncing stuff on their boobs?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great meme.
It is, but it's not a meme. It's a trend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, on top of the other things that breasts can do, like think about it. You can store your money in your bra.
You store your phone in your bra.
You
can do a great deal of number of things.
If
your
can give
boobs
you
are
cancer.
big enough, you can. If your boobs are big enough, you can hide a whole a whole wine bottle underneath it.
You can actually, like, this is something that really pissed me off recently about Tifas rack reduction. Let me be honest with you. Because clearly they're not the same. Clearly, they're not the same. But like, you can hold an entire collection of products, per se.
Oh.
And products, accessories. But as for Tifa and her rack, which people are really probably like, oh, really? They're talking about E3 right now? This is a very cold take. There was clearly a reduction in breast size, and I'm okay with it for the only fact of I don't care. I understand why people are upset, and I understand completely why people are angry.
It's like, yeah. Especially all the artwork they made for the game. Her boobs are just huge.
I mean,
they're very huge to the point of like, oh, I know where they're going with that.
Yeah, but like, you look at like something like Advent Children, which is like the same level of animation and stuff like that, and they're like massive. Like, those are a handful. Okay.
Or even or
those give people back problems.
Yeah, or even DOA. Like, that's back problem central.
Yeah. And then you look at her new ones, and those are a C cup, and you're like, huh. Yeah, I guess.
I'm like, oh, those are natural.
You can have natural boobs, big boobs, if you're a woman.
Well, yeah. You saying I don't have natural man boobs? I have the most natural man boobs.
Yeah, I'm saying you have natural boobs, Josh.
Sure, hope so. Pushing up these man boobs right now.
Josh, you wear 5 pounds.
Man boobs, the greatest of gifts from God. No, so I watched a series this week.
Were you watching that? Were you watching the series that you were watching last week, where like you were like, you have to watch this, Jeff, you'll love it?
No, that was Nightfall. Nightfall is. Well, no, that's another show that I watched. Just started watching. I watched Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh, did I recommend that?
You might have. I don't remember if you did. If you did, well, somebody else recommended me, and they finally, like, we were sitting down. We just finished watching Gretzko season 3 because they hadn't seen it yet. So they're like, "Oh, it was really good." I'm like, "Okay, fine." And then she's like, "Okay, how about this? Let's watch Love, Death, and Robots." And I was like, "Okay, I've heard weird things." And the comment, she's like, "Yeah, I know. My favorite one is like episode 5, so we'll watch that one." I'm like, "No. We'll just start playing." And they're like, "Why?" It's like, because there's a possibility that episode 5 might play first. And they're like, "Why?" Because I found out actually that a bunch of people like I actually discovered this. The anthology is completely out of order on purpose. And it's done that way so that nobody has the same story. My first episode was the robots going through the post-apocalyptic city, where they find the cat, and the cat's like, "Yes, once the humans gave us opposable thumbs, we could open our own tuna cans." And from there, it was just downhill. And that that one. And my final one was Zima Blue. And I will say this now. Zima Blue was a good one for me to end on. Because, oh, fuck. I was not ready for it.
Is Zima Blue the one where it's the alien space station?
It's where it's like the artist.
Oh. I haven't seen...
And
I haven't finished the series yet. So.
You need to do it. Oh, dude, you do.
Okay.
Did you at least see Suits?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. That was a good one. I also really liked Lucky 13. What else? Lucky 13 is one of my favorite ones. Same with Secret War. Sonya's Edge is another really fucking good one. Like 10 out of 10, I would watch again.
Yeah.
That is like a plot twist in my head.
Yeah.
What else? What else is going on? What else was there? I enjoyed the alternate history.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna give you free scenario for our alternate. Hitler dies before he does. In 1929 or whatever, when he gets art school. Fuck, I loved how they fucking just memed the shit out of that. Dies in a 4-day sex orgy with four
beautiful Jewish ladies.
Four buxom ladies of the night. And it's just like, oh my god, they just fucking ham it up hard with that one. As he's coming, the swastika, they form the swastika with their legs. I was like, Jesus Christ. I wasn't even mad. I was like, I love this one. Mm-hmm. I will say I do think there's 3 weak ones that I really enjoyed though.
Oh yeah, there is.
The yogurt one. You probably haven't seen that one then, if you haven't responded to that.
Oh yes, I have. The yogurt one's fucked up.
Ohio. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not gonna lie. That one was really weak for me. It's short, it's quick, it's simple. That works for it. But oh god, it's so boring. It doesn't really have that really quick, clever, witty humor that you'd expect from something like story topic like that.
Yeah.
But there's a joke in there where it's like the economy crashed, and then it shows some homeless bub fishing something out of a trash can, and it pulls out an unborn baby out of it. Because I was like, fucking Christ.
Oh boy.
And
the guy goes, it's dinner.
Yeah, no, that's the entire point of the joke. That was a joke because as after he pulls it up, he licks his lips and it goes, accepted in Ohio, and it cuts to a happy mom holding a baby. I was like, Jesus Christ, cannibalism is legal in the States apparently now.
Yeah.
The other weak one for me was The Witness. I found that a really boring one. It was really cool and clever concept, but it was just kind of meh. And I think the other one I didn't like too much was
The Dracula one is pretty good.
The Dracula one is great. That was a solid 10 out of 10. I would watch a second season of Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah, me too.
Super hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of very good things about Love, Death, and Robots.
I will. Oh no, I think I remember which one it was. The spider one is really good.
I haven't seen this. Oh, is that the one where
they made a jump miscalculation? They ended up on the far edge of the
galaxy.
that
one's fucked up.
I'm like, that was 40K horror in a nutshell. That's 40K horror right there for you guys. Anybody who needs to know what 40K horror is, that's it right there. And that's not even the worst kind of 40K horror. What else? Zima Blue was really nice, even though it was slow and kind of dull. But I really enjoyed it. Oh, the other one I didn't like was that fucking Fishing at Night, or whatever the fuck one, where it's in the fucking ocean in the middle of the desert. I was like, the fuck? Felt so dumb.
Yeah.
What else happened this week for me?
Well, I got an announcement. This is a very important announcement.
Go for it.
I don't think Josh knows about it, though. But Josh is buying a Switch.
Trying to.
Josh is going to buy a Switch. He's going to buy the new Switch.
Maybe not the new one. Because here's the thing. I want a Switch that actually has some oomph. So I'll probably just wait until that comes out. Or just buy the original Switch. Because that'll probably be good enough.
So they're releasing a new Switch.
Yeah. But they're making a portable version of it.
Yeah, it's a portable version of the Switch for kids.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I feel like it's a great idea.
I think it's fine, just as long as the price point is like very much cheaper. Because like if it's not gonna be any more cheaper than it is the original, then it's gonna be kind of a hard sell.
Yeah, I kind of feel like as if my thought on it is just like it's perfect for people who are like. It's perfect for people who don't care.
Exactly.
It's perfect for people who are like, oh, it being dockable, I don't care. It being this thing, I don't care. For people like me, where it's like, I would rather have the dock attached to my Switch, like for my computer, honestly, I do kind of care. But for other people, they might not, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do understand why it's kind of like appealing to some people. The fact that like you can use like the fact that they're making this is really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's better to have a bunch of options than no options.
Yeah, and this is perfect for like how should I say this? It's perfect for people like my nephew, for me, and for my sister, who's like not necessarily going to use like the TV functionality and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Although now they have to double check each game, making sure there's a handheld mode for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know Mario Maker is probably not going to work in that thing.
I'm kind of tempted to buy Mario Maker from on Amazon.
Apparently, it's a really fun game for them.
Yeah, but like I want to finish Smash Bros. And Zelda.
Well, we all know that.
Good luck.
Yeah, I fucking hate Smash Bros. Right now. They did that, and I'm like, fuck you.
You're like, suck it, goddamn freaking chode.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else really happened this week?
Other than the Jess Epstein stuff, you're fucking me showing certain people in a certain chat I'm a part of the anime thing, the anime gym thing, which made my day. Fucking it made my day.
I have to watch episode 2. I have to do that tomorrow after work.
People hating on Alita because they're apparently everyone who likes Alita is a white supremacist.
So fucking dumb. But then again, what's new? Fucking real creators don't know what they're talking about because they don't understand how to make fucking movies anymore.
Can I be honest?
You must subvert expectations.
Can I be honest for 20 seconds?
Sure, go for it.
I'm getting fed up with... This is a feeling I've had for a long time. It's become way too easy in order to call people alt-right. It's become way too easy to call people white supremacists. It's just become way too easy to dismiss someone because of their opinions. And I'm just like, I think the best solution is that like, if somebody's going to sit there and say that, they should be giving an explanation of why this person is a white supremacist. And unless the reason is, well, they are wearing swastikas and waving a swastika flag and advocating for the concentration camps of Jews, and saying how black people are inferior, Asians are inferior, and groups of these people are inferior to white people, then that's completely fine that they're to call them a white supremacist. Sitting there and saying, quite frankly, and I mean this in the nicest way I can, women are different than men. That doesn't make you a white supremacist.
No, like that is a fact.
That's a fact. Everyone is genetically different.
Yep.
If I sit there and I say black people have bigger dicks than white people, does that make me a black supremacist? Because I'm stating a fact there. Right?
Yep.
Like, at that point.
But people don't like to hear that, so...
Yeah. I'm sure that, like, saying that, hey, some people have bigger dicks than others. That's okay. Some girls have bigger boobs than others. That's okay. I think that it's just, like, to the point now where it's like, something needs to happen. Like Facebook, a
lot of things need to happen.
Well, like Facebook recently got like fucking fined what, $5 billion?
That didn't even dent them.
Yeah, $5 billion of the Cambridge Analytics Privacy Act, and it's like, man, I would have loved to see 50% of their revenue just gone. Probably would pay a ton of the U.S. debt off.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't, but the U.S. is like. But it would do something. Egypt is having a major humanitarian crisis. That's great. Yeah.
Oh yeah, freaking the Lupin, the third movie coming out.
Oh, they have a new Lupin movie?
Oh yeah. I am actually stupid hyped for that. Like, to the point where, like, I really want to see it.
I'm actually super surprised how they're probably going to keep it super close to the fucking original thing.
Yeah, no, which is great.
Yeah, it's because I'm like, there's so many CG movies that are just like kids for kids for kids for kids for kids. Yeah. And it's like, you could do more with this. And it's like Lupin the Third. You're like, yeah!
There we go.
Like, frick.
I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what they do, the movie.
Yeah.
I do need to sit down and actually, like, watch the movie, like, the original show, too.
Yeah. Like, there's subs and shit for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would totally watch a sub of it.
Same.
I love the people, because they're making a new Lupin movie. Is it live action?
Lion King looks like it's gonna fail.
Oh, yes.
Lion King looks like it's gonna fail hard because they showed a clip of Hakuna Matata, and it looks fucking boring. Like, how do you make Hakuna Matata boring?
I like the Hard Time post I read on Twitter, I think, and it was Disney 3D animated a audience to enjoy the fucking Disney movie Lion King.
Yeah.
They made a fake audience for their fake movie. And I'm like,
honestly, I learned this recently about Lion King. Apparently, it's not an original Disney work.
It's not what?
It's not an original Disney work. Disney didn't originally make it.
It was originally based off the idea of Kimba.
Yes.
Yeah. Which was a Japanese show, which...
And then Disney sat there
and Disney bullied the fuck out of the family and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm kind of like sitting there, I'm like, I hate to break it to you guys, but how many of you guys know about Kimba? How many of you guys have actually watched Kimba?
I haven't, and here's why. I didn't know it existed until recently.
Well, no, I agree. Like that's a fair reasoning behind like why you haven't watched it. But I mean, like, up until like somebody like casually mentioned it in passing, did you actually like ever even like I knew about Kimba years ago, but I've never watched it because I've like looked at some of the clips for it. And I've just never been like really interested in because like it doesn't look all that great. It looks like it's just
it doesn't look that good.
Yeah, and but again, I could be entirely wrong, and I might like go watch it just to see what it. But same time, I'm just indifferent towards it.
I'm the same way. And Josh posts something and my phone goes off.
Just a stupid video.
Stupid videos are always the best videos.
Yeah.
Stupid videos are always great. What else happened
this week?
There was another movie that was announced. Oh, we've got 3 movies actually coming. We got the CGI Pokemon. We got Lupin the Third, and we've got what's the other one? Like it's a weird fucking like out of left field.
No, shut the fuck up. What the fuck did you just say? CGI Pokemon?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there's a CGI Pokemon movie coming out now.
What?
Yeah.
Like Detective Pikachu 2?
No.
What?
Like in this in the animation style of Lupin the Third.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this isn't a live action Pokemon movie.
No. If I would have said live action movie if I had meant like a live action movie. CGI implies like 3D modeled and animated.
So we're getting another Pokemon movie.
Yes. It looks like it's based off Ash and stuff like that. So
it sure is.
Yeah. I don't remember what the third movie was. Like I don't know. Whatever. But yeah.
I got a good thing. Something people might like. Apparently Bella Delphine's water did not actually contain anything in it, thank God. It was just regular tap water. This woman's a genius.
And the fact that people got herpes from it says something.
People did not get herpes from it.
Did they not?
No, it was fake news.
It's
fuck. Yeah. I feel betrayed.
I do too. I was disappointed.
What else? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the end of this podcast.
I think this podcast is like tired.
Yeah, I had
a rough day
outside,
at work, so now I'm not going to take the dog for a walk.
Bullshit, you're going to take your dog for a walk.
I'm not taking the dog for a walk. It's raining and lightning outside. I need my Thunder Buddy. I need my Thunder Buddy. I'm going to grab my Thunder Buddy and say these magic words. Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick. You can just fuck off because you're God's farts. I fucked up at the end.
I don't even know the full song.
No, I don't. I haven't even seen the movie.
Thank you for listening to Black Mind Podcast.
You can listen to us every Thursday on blackmindgames.podbean.com or your podcasting app of choice. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes or your other podcasting app of choice. Thank you, and have a good night.
Bye.
207. Fuck off, Allan.